Hey gang, I'm Paul Studpack. Welcome back to the channel. In our very last video, you saw us put in the very controversial span panel, but we absolutely love it. Now that we have power here, let's light up this place. Big shout out to our friends at Halo Lighting. Almost all the downlighting on this project has been provided by them. We're gonna install this one right here on the cathedral ceiling. This is just one of many different fixtures we're gonna be installing. A lot to do, a lot for you to watch and learn. Let's head upstairs and get started. Here we go, guys. Got everything up on the scaffold. Got my lights, my drill, my hole saw, all my tools. I don't need that many. First step, Jordan's got the dot laser on the ground. He's gonna put it on our mark we made.
Money.
All right, I'm gonna come in here, trying to keep my hands off of the paint.
Yeah, if you touch that paint, dude.
Yeah, I'm putting it inside the circle. All right, X marks the spot. I gotta mark that because when I put the drill up there, I cover up the laser beam, right? Now I can put the drill on my mark. Here we go. You see that?
You almost hit the wire?
Well, it's just sitting right there, but it just pushed it up. I didn't damage it at all. And there's our loop, guys. This is what we're using, guys. 4-inch halos, and they're adjustable for this ceiling. We're gonna show you that, but first, I'm gonna install the driver. It comes with push-in connectors already. I just gotta knock these out for a knockout. Knock them out for a knockout. Let's see, Jordan, I think since I have 2 cables, but these are only rated for 1.
Go in either side.
I can go here and here, or I can go here and here.
Sure.
Whatever you like.
Whatever you like.
That's whatever you like.
But you're the one installing.
All right. You think I've had that for a while? Right there we are, all made up. Close the cover. And these are cool because it comes with this little clip. It clips on the side of the drywall to hold this up so it doesn't slide all the way down. Now, yeah, you got the wires there. Light.
What's the temp at?
Oh. This one's at 3,000.
Put it at 4.
4?
Yeah.
Here's the light. I'm gonna grab this in here. I might have to use a screwdriver to pull it out the first time. It's way in there. There we go. And as you can see, in here, it's totally adjustable depending on the slope of your ceiling. Nice gasket. Let me connect it with this connector. It only goes on one way. You cannot mess it up. It is ready to go in. This tab goes downhill side, not like that, on the downhill side. Bend up our spring clips. What'd they call them? Mouse traps? Boom. And one click, I think that's it, bud. You still see our laser dot right there?
Yeah.
It's pretty easy. Only 8 more, no. Yeah, 8 more to go. It's up here and it's headed back into that truss. Got it. Woo.
Noise.
All right, guys, we've been working hard. I'm up on the scaffold. We did that entire side, 2 mono points and 3 adjustable for cathedral ceiling recessed lights over here. I'm gonna work on this mono point right above my head. We've already got an octagonal box that we did during our rough electrical. Here's the awesome light that Halo sent us. Really, really like this, high quality. First thing I'm gonna do, I don't know if you're supposed to do it. I'm gonna take all these labels off because we're gonna see them from the ground. The next thing I'm gonna do is remove this mounting plate. It's attached with these 2 little screws. What I'm doing, I'm trying to get this light completely ready on the scaffold, so when I'm ready for it, I can just grab it and go. I'm even gonna put the Wagos on there. And I'm gonna have 4 grounds, 3 neutrals, and 3 hots. So I've got a 5 slot for the grounds, and I've got 2 3-slot Wagos for my power. Love these Wagos. See how easy it is? Especially with this stranded wire. They work great when you're connecting it to solid wire. And I need these longer 832 screws that come with the light. The screws that are on the box that came with the box are not long enough. All right, I got my wire strippers in my pocket. Where is it? There it is. See, those are way too short. I'm gonna remove them and replace them with the longer ones that came with the fixture. Now the other thing I need to do is put a grounding jumper on this box. That screw right there is tapped. I don't know if you can see it, but the block is right behind it. So I'm gonna hop down, grab my drill to drill a clearance hole. One thing I like to do, just loosen this a little bit. It's crimped so tight sometimes when you turn it, it turns the whole wire. It kind of bugs me. I don't want that wire to spin. I'm just gonna loosen it a little. Now the screw should turn, there we go, without the wire turning. Takes a square drive, Phillips, or slotted, or hex. So I like square drive. Here we go. The drill bit's just smaller than the hole. Drill into the block. Really, really important, gang. If you ever have a metal box, it has to be bonded to your ground. What happens if it's not? Great questions. So say this hot wire comes loose and touches the box, it'll immediately trip the breaker. If it's not bonded to the ground, it won't trip the breaker. You have a dangerous situation. So we got our two grounds. We're gonna make up to the ground from the fixture, our hot and our neutral. In just a minute, you're about to see one of my favorite things about using these Wagos when hanging light fixtures. All right, the light is all ready. The ceiling's all ready. Let me find those two little screws. Here they are. And guys, I just put them in my mouth. I should have my magnetic wristband, but I don't. They're in my mouth. Got my Phillips screwdriver. I'm going to connect my fixture and check this out. I'm holding it with my left hand because obviously I can't drop it. Insert the ground in the middle slot, lock it in. Insert my bonding wire in the last slot, close it. Now I could let that go, but I don't really like to. But check that out. Now I've wired the neutral. Now I've wired the hot. Try that with wire nuts. Now there's not much room in this canopy, so all this has to go above the mounting strap for the fixture. I'm just gonna roll, tuck them in there, just like that. Reach in my pocket, grab the mounting strap. Nice job, Halo, on this engineering. I can put it on like that. I'm not fighting with it, trying to put thole screws in there. I got these nice keyhole slots. I'm gonna hold that one tight with my left finger. With my right hand, snug up that screw. Okay, that one's set. I'm trying to be so careful not to hurt the ceiling or damage the ceiling.
That's right.
That's right. Now we're all done, guys. My last step is to take the two little screws in my mouth and mount the fixture right to there. All right, bud, that's the last mono point.
Nice.
Why don't you come help me aim?
Sure.
And one thing we're doing, we got this little switch right here, making sure it's on. And then I'm gonna turn this.
Just like you used to help me aim.
Correct, I used to help you aim.
Perfect.
Okay, and the angle, I'm sighting down it to the other two. It looks, I'm come up a little bit.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Woo! Nice job, bud. I think we're done. We got
Those mops, and they're the easy ones.
Yeah, we got two more Halo recess fixtures right over here.
Yep.
Why don't you roll me down a little bit, bud?
Cool.
We'll project up with the laser.
So far.
It's gonna be killer. Killer. Yeah, let's go. And there we go, bud. I'm off the scaffold, got all 15 installed with your help. We did 14 yesterday, worked late, got that last one installed this morning, and they look fantastic. We've got 10 little spots pointed straight down, and we have these other 5 fixtures adjustable on both axes, and they're gonna wash the wall. Got 3 on this side, 2 over there. Big shout out to our friends at Halo Lighting for providing all of these lights as well as many others on this build. And they look great installed, but we can't wait to see what they're gonna look like when we turn the power on. That's gonna be later on in this video. We're gonna hit the big switch and light up this building. Make sure you stay tuned for that. But Jordan, while I'm in the light hanging mood, what you say we head outside and put up some sconces?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Love to. All right, guys, I like hanging sconces. I like hanging sconces.
What are you tripping?
All right, guys, I like hanging these sconces because it is so much fun. I am not up on a scaffold. Got our nice little block we made when we were putting up the siding. Let's pull off our tape. Should have one cable in there. There it is. Here you go, bud. This is being fed from the other sconce on the other side, so this one's going to be very simple. First thing I'm going to do is strip the sheathing on our 14-2 cable. And here's the sconce. Have we shown them any outdoor fixtures yet?
No, I don't know actually.
So we have 4 of these guys on the back porch, 2 upstairs, 2 down. These are plastic on them. They go like that, obviously. We have a light bulb here shining down, another one in the top shining up, and then some of the light's going to sneak out of these little slots right here.
Super sick.
Yep. Really nice quality aluminum threaded cap with an O-ring, and that's glass, not plastic. You can see the light bulb base in there.
Yeah, look at the seal. Look at the seal. Nice silicone seal right
around
there.
That.
Yeah, really well made.
Yeah, really
got it from
well made.
Wayfair. If you guys are interested in these, I'll try and find them. But if there's only a limited amount, I still need 2 for there. So might not put the link up because I still need.
You need them.
Yeah.
So I need this guy. So I'm going to take out these 2 Phillips screws and try not to drop them. All right, that's what I'm after. Let's install this, and then we're ready for the light. Now let's attach the ground wire to our ground screw on our strap. And you see those 2 little nibs right there?
Yeah.
Watch what I'm going to try to do. I like to wrap it around the screw and give it a little squeeze so both of the wires are between those nibs. That way when I tighten the screw, my wire's not going to twist. Hand out of the way. See that?
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
So those little nibs hold that in place?
They hold it straight.
Wow.
That's what I think they're for. Let me know in the comments how you do it. All right, guys, I'm going to put my Wagos on the fixture on the ground. And one thing I really love about the Wagos, they work great on stranded wire like this. I'm going to give that a little twist. And of course, they work awesome on solid wire. There's one of the blacks. There's the other. Now I'm all ready for my switch leg up in the box. I got a little twofer here on the ground. And now I'll do the neutrals. Gotta love Wagos, guys. All right, let me get my 2 screws for the sides. Cool. And a little crooked. I can adjust it. Perfect, man.
Boom.
All right, did you put the light bulbs in here already?
Nope, empty. We got to put them in.
You got them?
Yep.
You bought the cheapest ones you could find?
Not quite. They're right below you.
Oh, you bought the most expensive ones you could find.
Correct.
Of course you did.
Yep, you know me.
But you have these in your main house already, and you
That's
really
right.
like them.
Yep,
Right.
the whole house is going to be kitted with these, interior and exterior. So when the Dodgers beat the Astros, the whole house will light up blue and white. We're in enemy territory. We got a rep, man.
We are, man. Talk about the Dodgers around here. Can you see through the fixture?
What do you mean?
Like through it?
Yeah.
Cool. And there we go, guys. Super simple to install those 2 sconces. Really love the way they look. They kind of match the finish on the windows. And Jordan, I was noticing the light bulbs you bought. Can you match the color of the paint with the color of the light bulb?
I can match anything your heart desires with
How
those
many
bulbs.
colors can you?
Millions.
Millions. Is that enough for you?
It is.
Well, while we're in sconce hanging mode, I say we head downstairs, put the 2 on the front of the building, because those are probably going to be 2 of the largest light fixtures I've ever installed, like in my entire life.
Yeah, they're going to make such a massive change to the front of the building. People already stop and stare once those lights are in. They might stop and crash.
If you turn them on all night long, they will be stopping and crashing. Let's head down there. Let's hang some sconces. All right, guys, we've got the 2 sconces upstairs. They look great. And now we are ready to reveal to you the beautiful sconces Jordan picked out for the front of the building. Now, regular price on these, $600 each. He got 2 of them on what, Jordan, Black Friday on Wayfair for $9.50. He saved a ton of money. So sometimes it pays just to bookmark what you like and wait around for a deal to come around so you can get them at a good price. So let's reveal this guy to you. I was looking for my knife. It's right there. Woo. I'm going to give you a scale for how big that is. I'm going to measure it for you. 30 inches tall. Really nice fixture. Let's unwrap it and mount it on the building. All right, guys, here's the massive mounting plate that comes with the light fixture. Now we had this thing since November, like 5 or 6 months. So it really pays sometimes to have your decisions made on what finishes you want, and in our case, to have them on site. So we knew exactly how big to build this and where to mount our box so that everything lines up. Now with this backing plate, we're gonna mount it to this box, but as you can see, they give you 4 keyhole slots for additional screws. I like that. Personally, I don't feel like I need the top 2. This box, this Arlington box is really strong. But we do want to put 2 in the bottom, but these keyhole slots are right on the edge of our Hardy. So we're going to put a couple of more holes right here where my finger is. We're going to drill those, mount this box, hang that sconce. Boom. Gotta love a unibit. Time to mount the mounting plate to our box. I've got some nice long 832 screws, truss head, one of my favorite, combo drive. So much planning goes into something like this, and then when you install it and all your planning like comes to fruition, it feels so good. All right, Jordan wasn't filming. Why would he? I'm just running in a screw, but look at that. It snapped off. Remember when I said all that planning comes to fruition? Ugh. Replan. You think we even need that screw? I could take this one out. Now the top one broke. What is going on? All right, let me see if I can get them out. You know, I can remove this outer ring. It's just an extension. Then I can grab those 2 screws, pull them out, and try again. Dang. Maybe it's just destined we weren't supposed to put this up today, bud. All right, back in business. Got 2 more screws. I'm gonna cut them, make them a little shorter. Less chance of breakage, I guess. And these aren't cheap screws. These are like from McMaster car. I don't know why they broke, but this box has outer holes and inner holes, so I'm just using the inner ones. All right. I'm gonna final tighten that with a hand driver so I don't break them again, but we are back in business.
Nice.
Dang, guys. Didn't I do it on the other side? Didn't I put this upside down?
Yep.
Here's the holes I drilled. They need to be at the bottom. I guess I get to do it for a 3rd time.
We got this.
We got this. That's going nowhere. All right, you can let go. Okay. Guys, both sconces are in, and look how fantastic they look. And they're really proportional to the building. This one kind of looks small from where you are, but when I stand next to it, I'm 6 feet tall. That thing's half as big as me. It's that stoplight effect. If you've ever stood next to a traffic light, they're like this big, and the lenses are this big. So you may be wondering if we're gonna seal the top of this with some Lexel or something like that. Guys, I'm really not that worried about it. The one thing that I do inside is I put my connectors so the wires come in the bottom. If I were to put them like this, with the wires coming in from the top, water could go in there. But this thing's rated for the outside. I think it's gonna be fine. We are not worried about it. Now, before we turn on the power, there are 3 more lights we wanna put in. It should just take a couple of minutes, but isn't that what I said about this one, Jordan?
Yep.
All right, well, let's go see how it goes.
Dang, you're way up there, man.
I'm way up here. Whose idea was it to make such a tall staircase? But the cool thing is, it's so well designed by Halo, I just gotta snap it together, push it in. I'll be down here in 1 minute. Guys, so far in this video, we've installed 22 lights, and what's really cool about that, they've each had a different installation method. And that's great for us because this installation method is totally different as well. This is the last light we're gonna put in, and we saved the best for last. It's Halo's 4-inch Whiz Pro light. It has 16 million colors, and it's tunable white, which Jordan loves, but as the installer, it's easy to install, and it has all these kind of different functions. Wireless dimming, saves energy, Wi-Fi connected, wet and damp locations. Now, we've already installed the can, so the installation of the trim is really simple. This does come with it, but we're not gonna need it for our application. All we have to do is connect the ground to the side of the can, plug it in, snap it in. Then Jordan can get on the app and turn it on. I'm gonna plug it in, it's gonna snap, click, and I can let it go because now I need to connect the ground. I'm gonna remove one of the screws on the side, ground the light, snap it in. You know what, Jordan? This is the last light, bud. After this one's on, we're gonna flip a 200 amp breaker, and hopefully all 23 of our lights are gonna come to life. I can't wait, and illuminate your garage that we've been working on for almost, well over a year, right? But it is April. Can you believe we poured the slab last April? Isn't that nutty?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna snap it in. And one thing I like to do is make sure my wires aren't in the way of these spring clips. It's good. Keep my hands off the ceiling. Boom. There we go, guys. Let's go hit the breaker. But you know what, Jordan? We might want to wait till it's a little darker outside so we get the full effect. Or we could wait till tomorrow at about 1:30 Texas time when the moon completely blocks out the sun. What do you think?
I think we should do it today.
I can't wait.
Okay.
All right, that's as many lights as we want to put in. We got like 3 more hours of daylight, Jordan. You know what I really want to do?
What's that? What are you thinking?
I want to put up that really big fan you got.
Ooh.
What do you think?
I'm with it.
I'm really excited because we tried to do it a while ago, but when you ordered it, it's like totally custom, right? So you had to order the down rod individually.
Right.
And when you didn't, thinking we were going to come back in here later, order the down rod. Later never happened until last week when you realized, oh no, we don't have it. So you got online, ordered it. We got the down rod.
We're ready.
Let's put it up. I'm excited because I've seen these in like the sports bars, the warehouses, the barbecue joints we go to. Your gym has one.
Right.
So what'd you get? A big ass fan. So Jordan kind of spent a ridiculous amount of money on this, but he's a little bit scarred when it comes to ceiling fans because he has 3 in the little house he's living in next door. One of them doesn't work at all. The other one where he edits clicks all the time, and the one over his bed makes a constant noise. So no wonder he's grumpy all the time. Let's open this thing up, see what it's all about. There's our big motor. Look at this guy. Got a computer on it, dude.
That's dope.
Man, that is heavy. I'm so glad we spent all that time building that framing up there to support this.
Oh, it's on a little switch.
Yep.
Little tool. How cool is that?
Cool. Rule the air. Love it. Here's all the blades. How many blades on this thing? 6 at least. And they're shaped like an airfoil, right?
Yep.
From what I've seen. All right, this is my favorite part. Let's unpack all the little bits and pieces, lay them out on this table so I don't forget anything. All right, guys, we got all the parts laid out. You know how I am. Hate to forget something. Now, right off the bat, Jordan, how much did you pay for this guy? $2,000. That's a lot for a fan. Now, I've installed literally, no lie gang, hundreds of fans in my lifetime, and I never really looked forward to any of them. I gotta tell you, this one's gonna be a lot of fun. I can just tell by the engineering and everything, they thought everything out. The very first thing we did, we took this cable right here. It has an eye in it, and this screw goes right through the eye. And if you look underneath it, there's even another cable on that bolt. So it's all really safe and secure. And it's gotta be because a lot of times, most of the time, these are in commercial applications, right? Our very next—
This is actually their residential line. So
oh, they have a residential line.
Yep.
Very nice, very nice. So now we have the ground wire. They already have a tab, no screws, just push it on. There we go. Very next step, we just got this little wire to put on there. It's only gonna go on one way, like most of these terminals. Click, there we go. And these are gonna go inside the tube. Just like that. Got a metric bolt and this really cool nut, and it fastens everything together.
I think that's where the nut goes.
Let's see. So there are flats inside the down rod that capture that nut, because you'll never get a tool in there, right? Just tighten this guy up, and then I think I'm ready to head up on the scaffold, put up the bracket.
Sick.
Time to slide the motor cover on. Oh, a nice gasket there, you can feel that? Sweet. All right, bud, you got all those tight?
Yep.
Motor cover's on. Now, if you're wondering, these little holes right here at an angle, that's for if this is used in a commercial application and there would be guy wires. You probably noticed that if you've ever seen these outside in a place of business. Very next step is to put on our shield, our canopy that covers the wiring and the mounting bracket up top. And we have 2 options, this little ring and this cone. This ring is used for a slope ceiling and the cone is used for a flat ceiling. Well, we have both. We have a slope ceiling, but remember way back when we were framing, I made that block up there. So basically we have a flat surface to mount on. I'm just gonna drop this whole thing right over. This is always the part we miss, right? Everybody misses the canopy. You gotta take the fan down. There we go.
Boom.
This thing's ready to hang, bud. I'm gonna get my tools and the bracket, head up on the scaffold. Let's mount this guy.
That took like 10 minutes.
Less
we were filming.
Less than that, because we were filming, right?
Wow.
All right, guys, back up here. My favorite place in the whole world. Now, remember way back when in Rough Electric, we installed a fan-rated box. It is attached to our framing, very strong. Probably the most important part of putting up a ceiling fan to me is to make sure you have a fan-rated box. Got a nice number 10 screws right here. And I'm gonna put it in here. And this is something that I do on almost all my fans. That head is grabbing the bracket, okay. But what I like to do is get a number 10 washer. Sometimes I use a fender washer, but there's no room for it. And then I do that. It just gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling inside knowing I got more bearing on that bracket, right? All right, buddy, I'm gonna put this up, and then we're about ready to hang your fan. All right, guys, we're all wired up. Is that easy? It does come with Wagos. I love that. This whole building is wired with them, so we're continuing the trend. It did have a 3-slotter for the ground. I had to change it to a 5 because I have 4 ground wires. Neutrals, white to white. Blacks, black to black. All wired up. Let's put up the canopy. No screws necessary. Just sits right. Let's see, where's the little tab? Little tab goes in right there. Little turn. There you go, bud. Wow. How's that look? It looks great from here.
It looks pretty sick.
I can't wait to get down and see what it looks like from the ground. But first, let's put on the 6 airfoil blades.
Want to move the bag away?
All right, guys, we're all tightened up. Now, this one's interesting because you slide the blades in first, and then there are 6 screws. There's one right there, of course, one at each blade, and you tighten them together, and it acts as a clamping ring and tightens down on all the blades at one time. And you have to do it in a sequence. See, it's numbered 1 through 6. You do it in a sequence, just like you're tightening a tire.
Right, opposite. You go opposite, correct. So the fan doesn't tilt in one direction.
And you're all tight?
Yep.
Nice. Now we're gonna pull the plastic off. Leave those on as long as we could. Let's put up the light kit, bud. One more light in your garage. It's on. Cool. All right, I'm gonna hop down. We'll send 120 volts up to the top. Turn this thing on. All right, guys, in the last clip, you saw us put the fan up, put the blades on, we powered it up, we're so excited, we got the remote, and we turned it on. Came on immediately, but there was a slight click as the blades went around, and it was tied to like the revolution, so the faster it went, the faster the click.
And the louder the click.
And the louder the click. So really disappointing. We figured for a $2,000 fan, shouldn't be making that noise, so we called them, they said, yeah, definitely not, should be absolutely silent. So we took the whole thing down, the bracket and everything, and as you can see, we've got it in pieces. I told Jordan, we can fix this, man. We don't need to call them. We got this, and this is where we're at.
We have it down to like its chassis, it feels like.
This is where the light kit attaches, so this is the bottom of the fan.
Yep. And show them the click. I mean, it's still...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's somewhere in there, and so now we're trying to figure out how to get this guy off.
Right. All right, we're gonna keep going. I think we can fix this. And if you look, I don't know if the camera will pick it up.
Yeah.
See that tape?
Yep.
There's another piece right there?
Yep.
I think that's what's doing it.
Maybe. Right, how is tape clicking, though?
It's hitting something inside. It's gotta be.
So our next step is we're gonna try and remove this guy?
Correct.
Cool.
There's no more bolts up here. The only bolts are on the top.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah. All right, so we're about to void a $2,000 fan warranty. Let's do it.
Probably already did. All right, I took these 4 bolts out, these 4. Got my little fishing box here to keep all the bolts sorted. Not a fishing box, a tackle box. There's a safety cable. I bet I have to take that off.
Sure.
All right.
So now when people walk in here and then they like look up and they see the fan, like, oh, wow, you guys did everything in this project. Like, yeah, we even built that fan.
Right. Kind of related, but I heard a story that the elevator and escalator unions in New York City are required to inspect escalators. So when escalators show up to a skyscraper in New York City, and they're already assembled. You've seen them on 18-wheelers, right?
Yep.
Ready to go. They got to take them apart and put them back together.
Wow.
That's what we're doing.
Wow.
All right.
This is nuts.
There's the tape. Let me hold it and I got it.
I don't hear anything.
I don't either.
So when that was on, it was clicking, and now that it's off, it's not clicking. So we're gonna have to try and find the correlation.
So here's this piece of tape, but underneath it are some weights to balance it, just like the car on your tire.
Just like the tire on your car?
Just like the tire on your car. It's Friday. All right, but this is the noise. Listen. That's exactly the noise.
It is.
I think we just push all this down and put it back together. I think we'll be good. Look at all the degree markings on here. 0, 30, 60. It's like a compass. So we had to tie a string onto the power supply, the ground, and the safety cable. We're going to pass the other end of the string through the corresponding hole in the top of the housing and pull it all in. All right, you want to try it, bud?
Yep.
All right, can you spin the motor?
Yep, got it right here. All right, here we go. Dead quiet.
I like what I'm hearing. I like what I'm not hearing. Can you feel that brake kick in?
Yep, right there.
Kind of interesting. Huh?
Yeah, it is. I think that little piece of tape, when you were flicking it, it was the exact sound.
Same sound.
This whole entire thing looks assembled by a human. So this was obviously made by a machine, but then put together by a human. So just whoever put that piece of tape on just didn't like
smooth it down.
Right, smooth it down.
And pretty tight tolerances in there too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a lot of room for error. So that's all good. We learned a lot about this guy. So as we keep putting it back together, let's just keep spinning it. Like every time we put 4 screws in,
one step,
we'll spin it again, make sure. Okay, cool, man.
Cool, nice job. All right, guys, we're putting it back together. Got the ground connected right there. Here's the power supply, and we got the safety cable on this bit right there. This bit, I've been watching too many videos from England, man. All right, but that's the bottom of the fan. Now check this out. No more noise.
Dead
It was
quiet.
just that little piece of tape. Unbelievable. But we did the typical guy thing, right? Took it apart, we can fix it,
Yep.
And we did. All right, let's put it back together. Number 6, and we wrote on here number 6, so we line up just the way the factory put it. May not matter, but we always try to do that whenever we can. All right, that's the last screw on there. Let's give her another spin. There would be a lawnmower outside. All right, I think we did it, bud.
Nice.
Now we just have to hang it up there again.
You think I can reach you from down here, or I gotta get up there?
Yeah, I'll come down and we'll turn on that cardboard.
The first time we did that, I was all scared, and I was like, just take it.
We're in.
Cool.
Yeah. Like a swan.
All right, bud, before we put the blades on, I think we should power it up and check it.
I agree.
One more time. Now, here we go. Red is hot. Black is a switch leg going up to the fan. All right, we're hot.
Oh. Turn it off, dude.
I know why.
Yeah, the things are hitting.
No big deal. So what you heard was these 2 little lugs that stick down into the housing, and when you tighten the blades, those lugs raise up.
Right.
Kind of prevents the whole thing from rotating.
I'm confident. Let's put the
I'm
blades on.
confident too.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
We tried to test it.
We tried. We fixed it. We heard it right away.
Yep. Totally silent.
Yep.
Nice, dude. That added like 2 days. Because we were both working on stuff. I was working on videos. You were working on side projects. And they're like, you want to tackle that fan? And like, kinda. So we would work. So man, that added an extra 2 days. But that's dope. Now that it's super quiet, love it.
All right, gang, it is 8 p.m. We came back tonight. We wanted to give you the full effect of turning on the main power and lighting up the Stud Pack Dream Garage. It's been almost a year since we poured the foundation, and this is a huge day, right, Jordan? Get power to the garage and light it up. You ready?
Do it.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah! All right. No more working in the dark. How's it look?
Looks awesome.
Oh, look at that. Look at that fan up there. Awesome. Nice job. Guys, thanks for coming along on this lighting and fan install video with us. We sure enjoyed having you here with us. And a big shout out to Halo Lighting. Huge thanks to them for providing the lights for the Dream Garage. If you're looking for lights for your remodel or even new construction, make sure you go check them out. They got tunable white, all kind of colors. They're super easy to install in all kind of different sizes and styles. Dry locations, wet locations. Again, a big thanks to Halo Lighting. So take apart your like button. Make sure there's not a piece of tape in there so it makes a noise. Put it all back together, smash it for us. Please subscribe, ask a question, drop a comment, and we'll see you right back here on the very next Stud Pack video.